Ow! What the hell? Thing grabbed my hair. I'm coming! I'm coming! What happened?
I want to know if like the legends are true about this bridge. Like, what actually happened here? Do people come here and conjure energy, do rituals?
Right. Maybe it's just me. I thought I saw something moving down there, but... Whoa! You... Okay.
My dad just fell over.
Dude, literally, I told you I heard something over there. Something just pushed her bag over.
Do you see what that says?
What?
Jebel Town. Right
Here.
in the center of the pentagram.
Oh, I was about to say. Oh God. Oh, Kris. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Hello everyone, my name is Chastity, aka the Luminary Luna Beams.
And I'm Emily, the fine art medium.
And we're two mediums that specialize in the paranormal. Our purpose is to shed light on what goes bump in the night. That's why we call this YouTube channel podcast.
Lights at midnight.
Lamp. I think we switched it up. We used to do it different, but it's fine.
It's fine.
All right, guys. So today we are going to be reacting to the fam Crybaby Bridge in South Carolina. So evidently there's multiple Crybaby Bridges. This bridge is only 3 hours from my house and it's a free investigation. So I may be going one day because I really want to figure out what the heck happened here to the fam and Kris Stars. So as always, the video will be in the description box down below. Kris Star and the fam both released the same video from a different perspective. I went with the fam's video because he had some very interesting things happen. Emily has not seen this video. I have seen both the videos, so I kind of already got an idea, but Emily's going into this blind. We have 3 total clips, so it's actually a bit of a shorter video, so it might not be as long as normal, and we're going to kind of see what we can pick up. I do know that James from the fam said that he feels like this was a failed possession attempt, so we're getting ready to find out if that is the facts, at least from our perspective. So Emily, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, like just trying to get my mind ready for this. It's been making me very sleepy.
I've been very sleepy too, like days. Like I could go back to sleep right now. But yeah, guys, I don't know if it's the bridge, unless you've not been feeling sleepy. I thought it was the solar flares. I didn't think about it being Crybaby Bridge.
Yeah, like I was fine, and now I'm just like,
Wonder if you're picking it up for me.
Possibly.
Possibly, because I'm like ready to go. We're getting ready to find out, guys. So yeah, unless you have anything else you want to add, go ahead and roll that first clip.
All right.
I don't know. I do feel a very
I feel like people have used Ouija boards and like, you know, done some stuff here, some rituals and stuff.
I absolutely feel the same.
Dang.
So you can indirectly conjure energy when you come to a location.
Oh, you have the REM pod on?
Yeah, I do have the REM pod on.
You know what's crazy? So the REM pod, like at my house, she's had it set up for like a couple of days. It has been going off nonstop, but your haunted dolls are next to it. Yeah. The fact that it's not going off right now, I actually like that.
I travel down here with my haunted dolls.
That's crazy.
And the REM pod has been going off like crazy, like mad. Like I've never
If there is any spirits here and you can hear me, can you touch that REM pod right there and make it go off for me?
The battery multiple times. Nope, it's
please.
Dolls. They're very haunted, but I do have one going on behind me, and I am going to turn on the spirit box app.
Let's see what happens with the spirit
down below if you
box.
guys want to check it out. Any energy here that would like to come forward and communicate with us, please let us know. Are we safe going underneath the bridge?
What did I say?
Are we safe going underneath the bridge? Here, hold this for a second.
I thought it said, let's go.
I think it said, let's go too. I don't know. We're going to have to listen back to this, guys. How do we actually get down here?
You got to walk like another 50 feet or so and then go to the left. Let's see if Kris can find it. Shouldn't be too hard.
I have 34 minutes left on my battery.
So on what battery?
On my battery.
Well, that sucks. I've seen that. I've seen that before.
This is actually insane.
Let me know if you guys heard that.
Completely shifted from up there. Oh my god. This is like, I don't know how to get back up.
Yeah, it was up stop. It was like not a good feeling, but down here it's almost like a frightening feeling in a way.
I actually don't feel comfortable, but I
No.
don't know how to get back up to the top, so I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
We'll figure it out. It's
Can
an,
you make that go up
it's an
for us
adventure.
again?
Is it okay that we're here? Or if you want us to leave, can you touch it?
I just hear voices, and it sounds like it's coming through the water.
Sometimes, like, yeah, that is possible, like legit. But also sometimes our minds get fooled by like the noise of the water. Where I swear I've heard things before that maybe it's just in my mind. I don't know.
Well, water is used as a conduit, so any
Right.
constant sound.
Oh yeah, 100% it could happen.
Yeah, so any constant sound, a spirit can use that to manipulate to form words and some sort of response. And water is a cooling sound.
Not really much
so,
you can walk around here though.
Okay. Well, the first thing I want to chuck in there is the fact that she brought her haunted doll, which in my opinion, if you're going on an investigation and you're trying to catch evidence from that location, I feel like bringing the haunted doll can ruin the investigation because especially if you're not a medium or someone who knows energies and things, you're not going to know whether or not it's the entity or spirit from the haunted doll messing with your equipment or the things in the location you're at. So 10 out of 10, don't recommend doing. Also, when you bring stuff like that too, dolls were kind of known, even like way, way, way back when they were created, to like house souls in them. So it's like, even if that doll wasn't haunted, you can accidentally bring something back home with you inside that doll. I learned that from Amy Allen. But yeah, I don't think I would have brought the haunted doll with me.
Yeah, I think just to clarify, because I saw the live or part of it, she went to James's house and stayed with him, and they had a big filming thing. So I think the doll is at his house, but you still are, in my opinion, on point because I feel like the energies associated with this doll follow her around, whether she's with the doll or not.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion. So I did pick up on that as well when I was clipping the videos out to validate. Um, yeah, so I'll leave that there. I'm sure you got some other stuff you want to add.
And like the thing that she's saying with the water being a conduit for energy, and like I think you've had experiences like this. I've had experiences like this, and I have had clients with experiences like this where something that creates any kind of sound, you can hear things kind of like intervene in them. So like spirits, entities, whatever. But like the fan, like fans when they go off and they have that sound, sometimes you can hear frequencies in the fans. And so I feel like water's no different. TVs are no different, radios are no different. So it makes sense. And I feel like they hear a lot of like sounds in that area. And I feel like the water not only like can produce its own sounds, but it magnifies the energy in that space.
Yeah,
Yep.
I can agree.
And I have a headache, so but it's not that bad. So it's like the energy there isn't that bad.
No, I don't think it's terrible. Regarding the water, and this is for the viewers, like water can do this, but water can also be purifying, but water holds memory. So it's like echoes, basically, of, things. It could be anything. And she does claim to be sensitive. Like she still hasn't fully tapped into it. Like she's been trying for a while. But she does experience things. So I think personally, she was hearing it either claircognizantly or clairaudiently, something. But yeah, I want to see what else you have to add, and then I'll share.
I don't think I have anything else.
Okay, so I don't doubt there's been rituals done there, but Spirit specifically said nothing major, nothing big. It was sloppy work. So it's not like big time practices.
Yeah.
If there has been, it was a long time ago, but I really just think I heard sloppy work, and that the spirits kind of are pissed. They don't like it. And the fact that if she does carry spirits with her, because you know, you have your guides too with you, they didn't like who was brought with them. I want to point out there was some agitation I could feel among them already. I don't know why. I don't pretend to know why. I'm not saying that they were, doing this. I just mean like there was just like a tense feeling. Those feelings promote lower vibrations of the individual, which makes them more subjected to attacks or anything like that from the paranormal. Let's see. I feel a man there watching them. Like he gives me, he was maybe his heyday was in the 40s or the 50s. Like he was a young man in the 50s, probably, maybe even 60s. 40, 50, 60s is kind of where I would place him. And he's just kind of watching from the bushes. He's like, oh, great. Like he kind of is a loner, wants to be left alone. And when they asked, it says, is it okay that we're here? I heard no. Go away. And that's coming from the guy. And let's see, I think that I already said that, but she's hearing like some claircognizant things, but also too going, like he said, going places we can't expect it. I'm not doubting her by any means, because I'm hearing like claircognizant, clairaudient things as I'm watching this. So that's all I have for this clip.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like the water is purifying a lot of the negative stuff that maybe once was there, because in general, if I'm looking at the location as a whole, it's not that bad. I wouldn't even say, I don't know. I just feel like there's barely anything like negative there
Yeah.
left over.
Yeah. I think it's potential. Can
Yeah.
things come and go? Yeah. But upon initial arrival, there's agitation, and that could be from them, or it could be her picking up from the spirits being agitated that they're there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I feel so far too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next. You go this way?
Well, put it this way. Here's the bridge, right? So we have to go that way.
No, because we came down on this side.
Huh?
We came down on this side.
Absolutely did not. We came down on that side.
Okay.
That's the way our car's parked that way. I mean, we could have went in a circle, but... Oh, goodness gracious.
What's crazy is now we have no camera on my camera. And I film with it. I can't see anything in front of me.
Ah! Oh my God, that was really... Ah! Yeah, I'm gonna be okay.
What happened?
Oh, hold on.
Did you walk in the
Oh, yeah. So,
Let me see.
yeah, hold on. So, oh God, I've never actually, so, you know, oh, I can't say anything, don't be anything, please. That hurts so bad. Oh, God, something right here. Like, you know when something like you go across something that scratches your face?
Yeah.
I've never felt something literally touch my eyeball and scrape across my eyeball.
Can you open your eyes?
No, barely. It hurts.
Do we need to leave? Like, do I need to bring you somewhere?
No, well, the thing is, thanks to my Lord keeping me protected. It's my eye that's, I'm blinded. But if that was, oh God, it hurts. But if that was my other eye, oh, that could have been really bad. Oh, that really hurt.
I only have 14 minutes left.
Okay, that's all right.
I don't know why. What's going on with my camera?
Well, we wanted to do about an hour, so that's almost an hour. Oh God. Plus after that happening, man, like my head is in a totally different place right now. I need to refocus
right
here.
in the center of the pentagram.
Oh, I was about to say. Oh God. Oh, Kris, I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if that's a good idea at all. But, okay.
If there's something here with us, can you make that light up? Can you step away?
Whoa! Ho! Holy crap.
Okay, can you make that go off for us again? You just did it. You just did it for us.
That is crazy.
James, tell me that you didn't hear that man.
I literally was saying something as you reacted, so I was talking over something.
Oh my God, I'm shaking.
You heard like a voice?
I heard a man.
Was it me because I was talking low?
No, maybe it was an echo. You think it was your echo?
It could have been.
Maybe it was because like the birds.
Oh my, I heard so bad.
It could have just been an echo.
But I do it for you guys. I love you guys.
If anything comes through.
Oh, God, my head's-
The number 9.
What about the number 9?
I asked how many spirits were here before, and it said the number 9.
Could be 9 spirits.
Are there 9 spirits here? I want to know if like the legends are true about this bridge. Like, what actually happened here? Do people come here and conjure energy, do rituals?
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling. Like it's really heavy and dark, and there's like garbage down there. What?
No, maybe it's just me. I thought I saw something moving down there, but...
Don't tell me that.
Whoa! You... Okay.
My bag just fell over.
Dude, literally, I told you I heard something over there. Something just pushed her bag over. No freaking way, Kris.
Did you catch it on camera?
Yeah, I think so. I think I might have. I think I did. I think I did.
I did see the man, but he wasn't next to the backpack when it fell over. He was to the right of it. But that doesn't mean he didn't knock it over. But
Yes.
yeah, I'm starting to see the man too. But he's coming more to me as a shadow. I'm not seeing like features or like details.
Right, which can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Even human spirits, I don't think he means any harm.
Nah.
And personally, I feel he's trying to get them out of there because I got the feeling that more people go back in here. I want to know if anybody's been to this bridge. Were you with a group, or just give me your story down in the comments below if you've been here, if anybody runs across this that's been here, because I have a feeling people get hurt. I have a feeling this guy got hurt on this bridge and he's trying to get them out.
I was thinking that too, like there was an accident where he fell.
Something, yeah.
I was seeing it in the beginning, like I was seeing a man that fell, but I didn't get much after that, so I did not know.
Yeah, I just feel like he's trying to get them out of there.
Mhm.
I see the man, he's still watching, he's keeping his distance, and the backpack was a good little ways away. Because from my experience, now that I actually have paranormal investigation experience, you notice, and we knew this, but it's different when you do it yourself. Things stay in the dark, so you can't see them. They know we can't see in the dark unless we have spiritual eyes. So they do. They stay in the shadows. So that's why you see shadows bump out of the way when you clean the light over, because they know you can see them. So I find that interesting.
I felt him walk into something and graze his eye. Like at the same time, I felt it hit my eye. I'm like, what the? But it didn't hurt. I just felt it like something hit it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something else. Oh, I'm also seeing someone slip on those things underneath the bridge, like the rocks.
Uh-huh.
I'm seeing them slip and like maybe not crack their head open, but like land back and hit their head.
So you didn't see the video, none of these?
No.
Okay. So that's what happened to him.
Oh, okay.
Like he did, if I'm not mistaken, they didn't share it in the video. I don't think they shared it in the live. I could be wrong. Like somebody that's seen the videos or the lives, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure James slipped, fell, and hit the back of his head that night too.
And I think that's why my head hurts.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Interesting.
mean, it could have been other people. I'm sure other people have as well. Because there's a lot of graffiti there. I'm sure people have been out there partying and, having a good old time. There's been all kinds of things that happen there. Um, Anything else?
Nah, I was gonna say it hurts right here, like I have an egg on my head.
Right. He may have. He very well may have. And I talked about how I think more people have got hurt there, like over the years, and that ghost or human spirits trying to run people off. And
Mhm.
it's kind of like I'm trying to help type thing. I do feel like there's a woman spirit there, but her energy's more scattered out. It's not like super collective, but it's giving off a feminine presence. She feels like mourning, like she's suffering. So I don't know what she did or what happened to her, but there is a loss surrounding her energy, and it might be residual since it's more spread out. Um, the
I,
fact that he got hurt, huh?
I was gonna add with the woman, I'm seeing the loss of a baby. Like I don't know if it's something they did kind of like recently, like in the early 1900s, but like losing a baby, wrapping it up, and then putting it down like the river or the stream in one of those things. Like
Right.
I don't know. I just started seeing that.
It'd be interesting if we could find out, like if we could do some more research. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, because I feel like that waterway was bigger and now it's smaller.
Yeah, it could
O-
be because there's a new bridge that runs like parallel with it.
Or I was gonna say it's of the area and maybe there's like a bigger waterway that happened in.
Yeah, it could have been a lot fuller because some places have been having droughts. Maybe not after the tropical storm in South Carolina that we just experienced too. So hopefully that's
Hmm.
probably more than likely that's why.
Hmm.
Um, and I'd like to bring up this fact. It's the middle of summer in South Carolina. This place is not but like 200 miles from me. The further south you go, the more humid it gets. So he's already running around like a chicken with his head cut off, which is obviously raising his heart rate. And then he gets scratched. Okay. So your heart rate's raising again. If y'all following me here, it's giving off heat stroke vibes, like
Hmm.
he's already hurting. Just going to leave that there for now. And he also mentioned my Lord and Savior. Amen to that. But I think it kind of awoken something that didn't appreciate that.
Hmm.
I picked up on something, just from watching the video and like what happens, what y'all are going to see. Because again, we've already mentioned, and if you've seen it, failed possession attempt. There's a lot of things that go into this to make all this happen is all I'm saying. Like, and this is setting up the stage to make it happen. The pentagram was not used in a ritual. I picked that up.
I was just gonna say that too.
Yeah. And from using, now that I've actually got my hands on one of those exact same REM pods and actually been able to use them in the field, I think that was a false positive read, just to be 100% honest, because once you set them down, it may not be, but it never went off the whole entire time. Even when you sit them down, they still register for a bit. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I want to make that very clear. That's just my opinion from paranormal investigating. Um, let's see. Yeah, in the backpack, I think he's trying to get him out of there.
Hmm.
And he could be warning them of something coming. Because just because this space, like the type of darker thing, even human spirits can jump you, right? But the type of darker things that can cause a possession, they don't have to be anywhere around. If they've been there energetically before, it creates energetic pathways for them to come back. So, for whatever reason, the male spirit's trying to get him out, or them, rather.
And I'm starting to see too, like drinking, like people drinking, joking around, and trying to get themselves possessed because they don't believe in it and they're just dicking around.
Very well could be.
It's like they're doing these stupid rituals that aren't really real rituals because they don't know what they're doing because they're joking around, but they want to get possessed at the same time. It's so weird.
Yeah, and that brings in a bunch of junk. That don't even bring in like real deal demons.
Yeah.
That don't bring nothing but mucky, ucky, parasitic-y type things. It can be anything.
Yep. All right. Next.
So we thought that was going to be the end to this video, guys. I mean, we did a fully uncut video for about an hour. You know, had a few crazy things happen, but not too insane. And we decided to do a thumbnail before we leave. I put my camera on the ground. Kris and I go to, Kris is already away from the camera. I go to walk away from the camera. And I didn't find this out until I got back home, but you can hear a distinct evil voice coming through. And I want you guys to listen to this, especially if you have headphones, put them on. I know I've shared this on my Instagram and my Twitter. You guys have come up with a lot of things that you think it may say. Let me know what you guys think it says. Pretty freaking insane. I mean, super scary, especially with what happens next, because I've never in my life experienced anything like this. I've never seen anybody experience anything like this. I've never seen it happen to anybody, even on a video. And it was terrifying. Finally, we make it out back to the road. Kris was pretty far ahead of me going back to the car. I didn't realize at the time, but something really scared her, which is why she left. She got this really bad feeling. So we finally make it back out to the road, and all of a sudden I stop with this just horrible panic feeling that I have. Never felt anything like this in my life. And all of a sudden I projectile vomit, okay? It's to the point where like I almost fainted. Like I literally collapsed down to the ground. And it's strange because like I had no idea what was happening. I didn't know if it was a medical emergency. Maybe there was something I was allergic to. It wasn't just like, you know, my stomach was upset and I got sick. This panic, this fear that I had, I didn't know what was happening. But here is the recovery part after what I believe is a failed demon attack. Okay, this is a bed.
Why were you projectile vomiting?
Huh?
Why were you projectile vomiting?
I don't know. I don't know.
Get in the car. Get in the car, please. Get in the car.
Oh, man.
Okay. Guys, so you got James. James is back. Did you film that whole thing?
No.
You are dripping sweat. Do you need me to bring you to the hospital?
No.
Do you have to throw up again?
No, I don't feel like throwing up anymore. I couldn't stop.
James,
I was like dry heaving.
I know. I saw it all. Here, wait. Take the sweater. I'm sweating like I've never seen you sweat before, James. Like, I'm not just saying that.
Girl, I know. I like
Here.
literally, like, I don't know. I can't. I don't even know how to explain it right now.
How about you close the door? I turn the car on, we put the AC
Yeah,
on,
please.
and we get the out of here. No, like,
so much.
I literally want to cry because I have never seen you like that. Like,
I've never felt like that in my life. So yeah, I made it back to the car. You know, Kris and I got the heck out of there. And it's funny because, like, you know, as I was telling you that like I said, I didn't know what was going on at the time. Thanks to you guys and your comments, I put some clips on YouTube and somebody left a comment that said, this is a classic failed demon possession attempted. And you know what? It makes sense. Because one other time, after I left Bobby Mackey's, you guys know, something kind of overcame me, possessed me. And a month or two later, I met somebody who said that they did some type of exorcism and they didn't even know me. They weren't even there. Yet they knew the exact time where this one day when my ex-girlfriend picked me up, I started having these crazy emotions over me. And like I couldn't breathe. I had to breathe in a bag. My blood pressure shot up. And when I got to the hospital, it just completely stopped. It was just such a helpless feeling. So, when this happened, at Crybaby Bridge, it was almost the same type of feeling, but way more intense. So I feel like maybe that first time when she was doing that exorcism, the reason I went through all that was because, whatever was in me was coming out. Well, I think, and thank you guys for helping me figure this out. And I also want to ask you guys, please leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think. Because if there's another explanation, I'd love to hear it.
That was not a possession. Also, I felt the cramping in my stomach right before he was saying how he started to projectile vomit. And the headache, I think you're right, Chas. It's feeling like dehydration because it feels exactly how I felt at my aunt's house because she don't have air conditioning. So in the summer it gets really hot, and I had pretty much gone through the same thing he did, and it was heat related. And they're in that elevated state, like you said, with the heart rate. It feels more natural than paranormal. Not only that, if it was a possession fail or an attempt or whatever, I mean, I would have noticed the negative entity uh before, probably before you started the first clip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough to say. Now the voice, I couldn't make it out. I tried until right now. And if you go back and you listen, it's a male's voice and he's saying, "Get out." He's saying get out. That's my
Yeah.
personal opinion. And I think where James was rushing around a lot, and Kris, what you didn't see, y'all got to go watch their video to see the full footage, because we try to respect the content of other creators. We realize how much it takes to do this kind of stuff. Because we're creators ourselves. And yeah, she was trying to come pick him up, and he was just like, "I'm coming to the car." So she didn't just sit there and just wait. He said he was coming. She was going to go get him. She's paranoid out. She was paranoid from the get-go
Mhm.
about being there and running into people. So that frantic-y, like, it causes these emotions. He was running around like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to get back to the car. And then things started happening. The heat is gnarly. He's not like he's a big guy. When I say big, I mean, he's tall, like he's super tall. He's a big guy. So he's going to require more hydration. I feel like if it was, and I want to clarify this for the viewer, if this was a possession, it wouldn't be classified as a possession. What it's actually classified is being jumped. So he's not wrong. Okay, let's use the Bobby Mackey's thing. When I went to Bobby Mackey's back in June, I'm fairly strong in my abilities and I'm fairly strong in my protection. Most places, things, they don't want nothing to do with me. Bobby Mackey's is a different type of beast. There are some really dark, heavy, heavy things there. And I do not doubt that something could have come home with him. And I do not doubt that woman did that prayer, for him to do an exorcism. If you have something that has filled the cracks in, like the cracks of your emotions and went in, okay, that's what happens when somebody starts praying it out of you. You'll run through the spectrum of emotions, and how deep it is depends on how deep that'll get. I don't doubt that he had that feeling, but being jumped, okay, not possessed, being jumped by a spirit and having what he went through is very, very, very similar. It's very similar. You get fast heart palpitations, which makes your blood pressure shoot up. You will sweat. It's like having a bad anxiety attack when you get jumped by a spirit. Some of them will even go in and like squeeze you in your chest. Like that stuff really does happen. So I see how and why, because of the emotions and everything, it kind of all added up. I believe that they believe that this really happened. And could we be wrong? Sure. But I don't see anything dark or malevolent trying to hurt them. I see a male spirit trying to get them out of there before they got even more hurt, because even spirits can see things coming that we can't. I think they were trying to get them out of there before he had something like a heat stroke. Plus, he got to remember he had just cut his eye. Pain sends your blood pressure up big time. So I can only imagine what a briar going through my eye, whether his bad eye or his good eye, he's still got nerves in it, and that hurts, you know? So, I believe that he's experienced stuff like this before, and it can be crossed. That's just my personal opinion, too. So,
I was gonna add, because right before in that clip where he scratched his eye, I heard scratched cornea. Now I don't know if that's if he was diagnosed with it like after that, but I heard scratched cornea. And remember how on the spirit box how it said 9? It was funny because when they sped up the thing, they sped it up to 9 times, but that could just be me nitpicking, but I don't know, felt like pointing that out.
yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
there could be 9 spirits that roam around there, There's probably been multiple motor accidents, stuff of the such like that. I mean, there's no telling. Ultimately, that night, I feel a residual, like, spread out. That's the only way I know how to describe it.
Mhm.
Sprinkles of a woman's energy and sorrow. And then I
Yeah.
feel that man there. I think, he talked a lot about his faith. And if anything was negative there that was conjured that despises the name of Jesus Christ, it might
Mhm.
come in and do that. But in this case, I mean, could have something happen, yes, but I hate to say that I don't see it either.
Mhm.
I don't get no flashes, I don't get no imagery, I don't get anything. I just get a perspective of being watched from the bushes, like I'm in the bush watching him go through this.
Mhm.
So I think more so there was a spirit concerned with his health and her health and them getting hurt there.
Yeah, and like the paranoia thing and like being worried about a location, that in of itself is like a low vibrational thing that can attract negative things too.
Yeah.
So I just want to point that out. Like when you go into a place, it's kind of like you kind of have to go in there with a clean slate and not have to worry about anything. Because if you are worried or have any kind of fear, it could make your the activity worse or things that happen to you worse, and so on and so forth.
Absolutely. And yeah, ultimately, I hope that he's okay. Um, I hope that his eyes are covering and everything. And I know I saw Chris's live and her poor kitty cat's really sick. So she's trying to sell crystals from her crystal shop to help pay for the vet bills, guys. And we'll link her YouTube down below too, because she's got a crystal shop, cool crystals. But yeah, her kitty cat needs a lot of treatment, and she's trying to help boost her sales so she can help take care of her cat. I felt really bad for her in that, so she had to leave early. Because I tried to keep up with these guys once I knew we were going to do this video, and yeah, I think that's all I've got.
Same.
Yeah, and I would like to say we apologize for the last 3 weeks. After losing my mom, I got an abscess tooth, so I was down for a week. Emily was out of town for pretty much 2 filming weeks. It's been kind of hectic. And then she actually caught something, right? That
Mhm.
you got sick after you come back. So in between that, since we're at the end of the video, Emily, would you like to say anything about Saturday? Are you holding?
I'm holding because I don't know when I'm gonna release it because I'm thinking towards Halloween.
Yeah. So Emily's got something cool coming out for probably the month of October. So you guys make sure to tune into that. And I've got, if you haven't seen Bobby Mackey's, you need to go watch that video on
Yes.
our Appalachian Nightmare channel. Wild, wild. And then we just went to St. Albans Asylum in Radford, Virginia last Thursday, and I'm editing that video now. It should be out in a couple weeks. So yeah, got a lot of cool things that Em and I are finally getting to do after a couple years of planning.
Mm-hmm.
We're finally starting to do and, inch closer towards our dreams. So we hope that you guys understand, and we're going to try to do a live at some point soon. Our schedules with living these dreams, our schedules are starting to get pretty thick.
Mm-hmm. Dummy thick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Well, that's all I've got. And yeah, until next time, peace out.
Peace out.
Hey, if you have a haunted story you want to share, you can email us at lightsatmidnightpodcast@gmail.com. Get in touch with us there. We'd love to hear from you. We really appreciate y'all hanging around and checking it out. And yeah, thank you so much. We are super excited to bring you some super awesome content. We really appreciate you guys checking us out.
Thank you to all that took the time to listen to this week's episode. Your support means the world to us. And remember, all of us have the ability to shine brightly and shed positivity even in the darkest of places. Stay safe, stay well, and light it up!